On this episode, we're at one of Oahu's least developed coastal areas, the Ka'ivi Coastline. This pristine coastline is rich in ancient stories, legendary tales, and a variety of archaeological sites. Its deep, bountiful waters were fished by local islanders from millennia and still continues to be productive fishing grounds used by Hawaii's avid fishermen. One such fisherman would like to share his spooky story while overnight fishing in this area. Please enjoy. But first, we gotta eat. What a beautiful early morning. Let's jump in the water and see what we can catch for breakfast. How about a couple delicious umamale, aka orange-spined unicorn fish? Or this plump nanui, also known as sea chub. We're only gonna take what we need. That way, these fishing grounds stay productive for future generations. Let's see what else we got in this bag. Oh, a nice taco or octopus. One of my favorite seafoods to eat, and a favorite fishing bait to catch big ulua. Alright gang, let's clean these fish so we can make breakfast. Tell you the truth, some of the local people here choose not to clean this type of fish before cooking. These fish consume a diet of limu or seaweed. If their stomach contents are left in during cooking, the fish's meat will have a stronger, delectable seaweed flavor. But remember, that's only for the brave. Today, we don't seem as brave, so we decided to clean them. While I'm cleaning the fish, my good friend Mark reminds me of one of Hawaii's golden rules.
This is one thing you never do. Face your back into the ocean.
Right on, Mark. Thank you for looking out. You never turn your back on the ocean. Let's finish up and get ready to cook. Let's prepare the fire and gather the ingredients. Here we have all natural butter. Oh, and this beauty is an award-winning dipping sauce. Recipe and description. Next up we have ulu or breadfruit. A Polynesian superfood, it goes great with fish. Lastly, a can of coconut milk. You know this is gonna be good. Let's open this can of coconut milk and place it in a pan to heat up. Our coals are nice and hot. Let's start cooking. Ho, put those lovely fish and ulu right on the grill. Ho, good job, Mark. I can smell the fish already. Wow, I wish you guys can smell the aroma coming off this fire. My mouth is watering. The sound of crackling fish oil is so soothing. It doesn't take long to cook when the fish is this fresh. The fish and ulu are cooked. We're excited to eat. And last but not least, we'll hit the coconut milk with a little more heat to make a thick cream dipping sauce. Whoo! Alright gang, I don't know about you, but our stomachs are hungry. Look at that oil coming off that fish. Where is the chopsticks? Alright gang, I'm going in. We'll just simply remove the skin. Look how moist that umamale is.
You just don't know.
Let's get a piece and dip it right in the coconut cream. Oh, guys, look at that. Does it taste as good as it looks? You betcha.
Oh.
Mark's going in with the award-winning sauce. Oh, and his mouth is broke already. Gee. What else we got? A little calamansi for the fish.
There you go.
Whoo, and that thing is mean.
Oh man, mean.
And what about that fire roasted ulu? Simply dipped in the coconut cream? That's some soft and toasty. And what about the nanui? Dipped in melted butter? Now you got poor man's lobster. Oh, and is that good? And we got something special cooked in this fish. A little bit of fish eggs. Alright gang, I'm tired of filming. I'm going to put the camera down and we're going to dig right in. Aloha. Have mercy, there ain't nothing left over here. Let's start cleaning up, picking up all the trash, and making sure we properly extinguish and dispose of our charcoals. And for the fish scraps and the organic matter, we'll throw it in the ocean so the small fish and the crabs can eat as well. And the circle of life is complete. As Mark and I are digesting from this delicious meal, we're sharing fishing stories from this area.
but I caught maybe 10 moves over here.
Wow.
A lot on this spot.
Really?
Right inside.
Wow, those moose are delicious. Hey Mark, can you tell us about that big ulua that got away?
Dude, I was bait cast setting up my slide pole, and I was like halfway done with my setup. All I heard was ratchet. I didn't even hear my bell. Like my pole just went, thing just went bend. Line kept going. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's going.
Oh, that's just how it goes, Mark. Sometimes the big ones just get away. And then we started talking about spooky encounters. And Mark had a chilling one about his car door. Where was the kind? Where is with the car door?
Oh, right there.
This spot right here?
Right there. Right in the middle.
For real?
Yeah.
Mark would like to share this story with the audience, read by myself. Please enjoy. I just finished work and rushed out to my favorite fishing spot on the Kaiwi coast. Arriving an hour before sunset, I backed up and parked my truck about 50 feet away from the water's edge. It was a weekday, and I was the only one here. There was no one around. I'm used to fishing this spot by myself. Being here always gives me a chance to relax and unwind. My fishing poles are rigged and casted into the depths in hopes on catching a big ulua. The sun has now set and the night's darkness is moving in. I walked over to the passenger side of the truck, got in, and reclined the seat all the way back. My keys are in the ignition so I can periodically charge my phone. I'll have my passenger door open so I can listen for my cowbell when the fish bites. It's now 9 p.m. and I start nodding off when I hear the sound of my bell ringing, signaling a fish is biting the bait. I quickly get out of my seat and head towards my pole. Upon reaching my fishing pole, the bell has stopped ringing. Ah, it must have been some kind of small fish nibbling the bait, I thought to myself. I reel the pole in and I'm surprised that my bait is still on the hook. I thought to myself, that's a little odd. Normally the bait has teeth marks and chewed up, but this bait is like how I left it. So I decided to recast the pole out with the same bait in the same spot. Now as I'm walking back, I hear a beeping sound. I shine my light at the truck and I notice my driver's side door is slightly opened. Now I know I didn't touch the driver's side door or do anything that would cause it to open. I shine my headlight into the darkness to see if anybody is messing with me or trying to get into my truck, but like before, nobody is around. Just the cool night's wind blowing and the sound of waves washing over the rocks. And now I'm thinking, maybe it was slightly open this whole time when I first got out? Anyway, I closed the driver's door and got back into the passenger seat. And again, I'm resting in the passenger side because there's more room without having the steering wheel in the way. Now I'm on my phone checking social media. When I hear my bell again, I get up and hurry to the pole before the fish lets go. But like before, I reach the pole, the bell stops ringing. I stood there looking at the tip of the pole for any movement or a sign that the fish is still on. Nope, nothing. So I reel in the pole to check the bait. And what do you know? The bait is gone this time. I put the pole back in its holder and walked back to the truck to get more bait. Then I hear it. The beeping sound. I rush over to the truck. The driver's side door is open again. I frantically run around the truck looking for a person messing with me, but I see no one. So I do a full perimeter check around the area and find nothing. There's no one out here. It's just me. I look around the truck and only see my footprints. I check inside the truck and find nothing missing or out of place. And then I inspect the door and it's working just fine. I firmly close the driver's door and walk over to the passenger side and sit back in the truck. And now I'm thinking, what the heck is happening? I check my phone and it's midnight. I sat here for a little longer thinking what to do. I told myself, you know what, since I'm here, I'll rebait this pole one more time, cast it back out, before calling it a night. You know, I'm a little creeped out, but I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this. I'll cast my pole one more time, then I'll go home. I then get out of the passenger side seat and literally make it 2 steps toward the back of the truck where I kept the bait cooler, and I hear... I quickly turn the corner of the tailgate and see the driver's side door wide open. I shine my light everywhere, in every direction, and just see darkness. There is no way somebody could have opened that door with me being that close and have me not be able to see them. Oh my goodness. I grabbed the poles, threw them in back of the truck, and got the heck out of there. On the way home, my hands are shaking. I don't know what that was, but I wasn't going to stick around and find out. Whew, thank you, Mark, for the great story and the great time. And everybody else, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.